Former President Barack Obama just issued a formal response to Donald Trump's depiction of him as an ape on Truth Social. Take a look.
Just days ago, Donald Trump put a picture of your face on an ape's body. And so again, this is kind of, we've seen the de-evolution of the discourse. How do we come back from a place that we have fallen into?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to recognize that the majority of the American people find this behavior deeply troubling. It is true that it gets attention. It's true that it's a distraction. But, as I'm traveling around the country, as you're traveling around the country, you meet people. They still believe in decency, courtesy, kindness. And there's this sort of clown show that's happening in social media and on television. And what is true is that there doesn't seem to be any shame about this among people who used to feel like you had to have some sort of decorum and a sense of propriety and respect for the office, right? So that's been lost. But the reason I point out that I don't think the majority of the American people approve of this is because ultimately the answer is going to come from the American people.
One thing I really admired about Obama's response was that he managed not to stoop down to the level of Donald Trump. He didn't devolve the response into a series of derogatory insults about his intelligence or about his race or about his capacity as president of the United States. Instead, he stood true to what he knows himself to be. One thing that I've noticed about Obama and who he is and how he conducts himself is that he leads himself with kindness, with class, with demure, with mutual respect for everyone he encounters. And I feel like this should serve as a reminder to the fight we are currently fighting. We should hold those values, we should hold those norms at the forefront of our drive, at the forefront of our ambition. Don't get me wrong, I am all for fighting fire with fire. Democrats oftentimes can be the most noxiously passive people to the point where it just pisses me off. And as someone who is driven by a crude ambition to be confrontational with people who are denying the truth and breaking the law and inhibiting our democracy from functioning at its full potential, it doesn't really resonate with me. But at the same time, as a democratic people, as a Democratic Party, we need to remind ourselves why we're fighting. And we need not let the fight corrupt the intentions behind it.